We see this all the time. Okay, most of the time it's the husband, right? Let's just say it. But it can be.
It can
go
just
both
be
ways.
the most experienced rider in the couple.
The most experienced rider in the couple. They get themselves the nicest equipment.
Right.
They say, my spouse here, they don't need that much.
They may not do it.
And then there's a chicken or the egg. Do they not like everything riding as much? I am and have been guilty of this exact thing we're talking about over the years. Since I was the one coming into the relationship as the rider, and I would spend all this money on myself for all this nice bike equipment, and then I'd be putting together or getting you bikes, and they wouldn't necessarily be up to the same
So that brings me to
level.
the third one, which is I'm not sure she's going to like it, so I don't want to spend too much on it.
Right.
And this you are definitely guilty of.
Oh, absolutely.
The situation in particular was I was getting into cyclocross. So you had done it for a year or two. You had a really nice carbon Focus.
Mm-hmm.
You bought me an aluminum Focus.
Yep.
I picked them both up one day at a race and I said, what the hell? Yours was so much lighter than mine.
Yeah, significantly.
It was significantly later.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these were both just kind of, well, I don't know about yours, but mine was basically out of the box. That's the first time we really talked about it because I said, Steve, I'm likely not going to like it as much if I have to take this thing off. Like lighter seems better.
Right. In cyclocross racing, part of the whole race is picking up your bike, lifting it up, and running it over features or upstairs or up steep climbs.
Which is why I was grumpy when I said,
so weight matters.
Yours is so much lighter than mine.
Yes.
But we didn't replace it. What did you do to it?
Put on different wheels. The stock wheels on that bike were really, really heavy. And I think we probably dropped, I would say, 1.5 pounds in wheel. I changed the crankset.
Yep.
So you had SRAM 1x11 speed shifting. You probably had a rival rear derailleur, which was fine. That wasn't, no change there was going to make a difference.
So convenient that I can't fact check to any of this.
Right. I changed the seat post. I don't believe the tires, but maybe.
You lightened it significantly.
Yep.
And the lesson on that one, it wasn't necessarily that I needed, quote unquote, a nicer bike, but I needed you to maybe put on some nicer parts.
Yep.
Still aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
It was still not the top level. And I'm going to say it was very close in weight to yours.
It really was.
By the time you had done your magic.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. So to the point, Steve Brandt has done it to me many a time.